Oh, hi, it's me, Tables. I need to talk to you about something. I need to talk to you about a little cheeky guilty pleasure. What? What's that you're saying? Yeah, you're right. Table, why are you playing this in window mode? Why are you playing this in window mode? I can see the window and I can see your taskbar. What are you doing? It's because I'm playing 2 accounts. Okay, yeah, I play EVE Online. Well, no, okay, gotta confess, I play EVE Online, but I don't play it. I have 2 accounts. And I've been playing this for a little while. So I created the account in 2004, right? Played for a few years, stopped for about 10 years, got back into it maybe 2 years ago, and I don't play it really. I don't really do much in the game. 2 reasons: it's time intensive, but also I don't know anyone in the game. I'm not great with people. Making friends is tough, and in this game, it's got like a hardcore player base of maybe 20,000 people. Because there's a lot of alts and multiple account players, so some people rock like 14 ships or something crazy. So basically, if you haven't ever played this, I just want to show you a little something. Now, I'll try and explain it as well as I can as I go. If you already play EVE, I am sorry, this might seem a bit basic, but if you do play EVE, reach out to me. Reach out to me a little bit, because I'm not sure what to do. I don't really do PvP because I don't know how to play. I don't really know how to do guns and tracking. I'm talking too much. Let's just show you, okay? First thing first, I need to use my jump clone at this station. And the reason I jump is, if you notice right there, I've got a whole set of +5 stats implants. These ones are just junk I plugged in. But you can see that they're 100 million apiece. And what they give is +5 to all my stats. So I keep those so that my training, which is what I'm addicted to, is training my skills. That's what I'm totally addicted to. All of these skills are concerning using the market, getting discounts, all kinds of bits to do with that. For example, procurement. What does it say? Allows the range in which you set up orders, from the looks of it. Okay. So skill points, there you go. As soon as you hit 5 million skill points, you can't play this game really without paying for the monthly. All right, be warned, you can't play this game free to play. It lets you dip your toes free to play, but after that you're paying. Because a lot of these ships, look, see here, this is the block, Omega. So I can train these ships, but then the skills are also capped at level 4. Some of them you can't do at all. So it's very different, right? So recently I took this ship out, right? So it's 322 million. Put loads of stuff on it. Flew to a dangerous system. Got killed by a cruiser. A little bit embarrassing, but I had accidentally almost fitted it for PvP. I didn't know. Is it meta? Maybe meta. And I made them doubt themselves before they killed me because I did something. I cast like a weapon that stops them from warping away, and it made them pause and think, oh wait, hang on, maybe this guy is like baiting me. I wasn't, I was incompetent, but I made them sweat for a second, and I like that. I didn't like losing 420 million, but I was looking for some excitement, and I got that. Right, I know this looks boring, and to be honest, in a lot of ways, EVE is not for anyone. It's like Off-World. It's not for everyone. So in light of giving you something to see, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to board, my Noctis, that's a salvage ship. This is some salvage I got. I've got to fly to a different station. Okay. So I'm just going to jump out in my pod. I'm based in the Kakakela. I chose Kaka for a couple of reasons. One, I like the name, Kakakela. But then also there's level 4 missions which I can solo. Level 4 security missions, which is basically, for those that don't know, is just shoot stuff missions. And they're alright, but it does become a bit of a slog, and I am a little bit bored of those missions. Let's go to the station. So same system, and I'm going to go to so Lidai is like a research station. And I thought you could only get player-owned stations, but if they take the station away, you've got to go get all your stuff, and it's a bit of a nightmare. So I found an NPC research station, which is really good for developing blueprints. If you haven't played EVE, this is going to just sound so complicated. And it is. Right, hang on. I've got to go to my assets to find out what station it is I need to go to. It's Moon 15. Okay. I'm just going to do dock, so we get a little bit of flying time. So that's going to warp off. I'm now going to go over to my other character, K187. The other one's called Dinks, and I made the Dinks account before I found out that it meant a gay term, double income, no kids. I didn't know that at the time, alright? So it's not affiliated. It was a silly word that we used, me and my brother, to call each other in the form of squiggly dinks. That's where it came from for me, but obviously, you know, it was... They didn't know that it was a term used by two people. Let's go to the station. So I'm going to take out... I'm just going to do a tiny bit of play, right? Nothing major. It's not going to be combat. It's not going to be exciting. Eve is a lot of quiet, just looking at space and enjoying the music. It's not a lot of action, but at times it can be incredibly intense action-wise. It was Moon 18, right? I should just trust my gut and say it was Moon 18. Moon 15. Good job you didn't trust your gut. I'm going to warp to 0 on that one. There we go. Active. So that one's off now. I've only got sound. Oh, there was another ship there. Hey, why is it registering on the other screen? I don't know. I'm hearing clicks. Never mind. Right, Dinks has already arrived, so we can board you in a ship. Let's get you in a ship. I'm going to take... So Dinks is like not full-on combat, although the drone skills are massively high on this character now. So I can do combat with this, especially with drones. Light drones, may I add. Drone types, light, medium, heavy, sentry. Sentry is a static but incredibly long range, just so you know. But what we're going to do is we're going to take out my command ship. Now, I have a blueprint for a porpoise that I've developed. You have to improve the resources it costs so it gets cheaper and the time it takes. And at great time and expense, I have made a blueprint that good. Well, in a month it will be. But I don't need porpoises because they're command ships. But why have I got two? Okay, that one's got heavy water on board. Let's board that one. Chomp and Chomp 2. And then we've got Chunker. It insists you name stuff. You don't have to, but for some reason, naming ships is a must. Now, this ship frame is pretty much exactly the same to the salvage ship, the Noctis, which is my favourite ship. But I struggle to find reasons to use my Noctis, apart from sweeping up on level 4 missions. It's really good because my other character, K187, he's combat orientated with max missile skills. So what I do is I take him out with this ship. Let's show you. Right. So he's Caldari, which is like... Caldari's like corporations civilization sort of thing. But I take out this ship. Where is it? Where's my Marauder? Here, this one. The Golem. And it's really, really good at shooting stuff in missions. Let's show you what it has. There's its attributes. Again, I know it looks complicated, guys, and it is. I still don't know a lot about this game. But your shield, your armor, and your hull, they all have resistances to the different ammo types. Right? And you've got capacitor, speed, mass. All of these things affect your ship. But this ship is a brute. And it's also got this thing called Bastion mode, which is basically you cut your engines off and it goes all into your shields. And it's really, really fun. It's a really satisfying ship to fly. I didn't get it by being good at the game. I just happened to have... I bought some of the online currency and just bought the ship with that because it's 1.5 billion. I've never owned 1.5 billion. I've only ever, in the game, legitly made about 500 million, I'd say. So, but it's a real treat to fly, but I'm super cautious about losing it because if it dies, it's gone. Right? It's gone. So I only live in puss space. Let's board my ship and actually show you. But this is the game. I want it to be like an honest... hey. Oh, this is K. So he's going to go in Chunker 3, which is a Hulk. So let's board that ship. A Hulk is a strip mining vessel. Right? And it's got different variations. Again, I'm going to show you another window. Let's go to the ship tree. So it's got a small cargo hold, but fast mining ability. But I don't think it's... Yeah, it is the fastest, but it's also super squishy. Basically, don't fly anything you can't afford to replace, but I've kind of stopped doing that in that I've started flying stuff that I want that's fun. So here we are, Exhumers, Mackinaw, Skiff. Skiff is like the tanky one. Mackinac I think in the middle, and then Hulk is all about the gathering. All about the gathering. So let's send it out. Let's go. There won't be much in the way of rocks here because I am in Super Puss Puss space, which is 1.0. 0.0 being the most hostile, but people can blap you from 0.4 down. So let's just fly to a asteroid belt. Let's just go to this asteroid belt, just for the sake of it, and we'll get Dinks flying as well. I'm going to form a fleet because this ship I've got, this porpoise, is all about boosting teammates. Now I don't have teammates because the other ship is me, so I'm essentially boosting that ship. And having trained this to max level, oh look, a little transport ship's come out. There we go. I think those ships look really pretty. Looking at this game is the main thing for me. Looking and listening, it's just a real treat to fly in space. Okay, right, I'm flying, so I'm going to go ahead and invite my friend to the fleet, who is basically just me. They're my corp mate as well. We're in a corporation together. Let's just send you an invitation. Invite to fleet, form fleet with. There we go. Okay, and I just need to accept that on his end. There we go. So we're in the asteroid belt. I don't have any scanners or anything. Just one shield hardener, which you can see it increases the stats of my shield. Never need it. And then type 2 strip miners. So there's like tier 1, tier 2, and then there's like specialist versions. But they're really, really expensive for a diminishing return. And it's got crystals in. And these crystals are designed to mine. Oh, there's no rocks here. Okay, so we formed a fleet. So I'm going to warp us as a fleet. There's my fleet mate. There he is. Hello. 2 ships in space. Why am I so excited about this? I think this is the game. This is why I'm not doing much of anything. Right? I'm not doing much of anything, but yeah, I'm having loads of fun. You can see there's my ship warping. In a perfect world, right? In a perfect world, if I was able to do it, if I had the money to dispose on it, I would probably fly 4 ships because I signed up some alpha accounts. Okay, yeah, so alpha is non-paid, omega is paid, right? So I signed up some alpha accounts. So I had 4 alpha accounts flying with me. And I put them in poopy ships mining and buffed them with this guy. But it was too much to handle. Too much to handle because I paid for them to have Omega for a little bit and put them in mining barges. But I couldn't click between each ship fast enough. And it was a really stressful activity. I just couldn't do it. I'm going to fly over there. So another thing with this game is that people have it all set up properly. Like the way I've got my window set up, the way I target things. It's all squiffy. It's not the right way to do things. So now that's going to fly over there, and I'm going to fly towards this one and start mining. I think I've got some drones. I do. There we go. Let's drop out my mining drones. And I'm going to tell them, if I press F, they should go and mine that rock. And they have. There we go. So I want to approach that, because I want to get close, because drones have travel time. So I want to get as close as I can to that. And also, my mining lasers are so good at this point that I might only get 1 run cycle through these. Let's just check my ore hold. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Now, this is what I can just watch. I could just watch this all day. All of the lasers. Pew, 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 pew. It's just so nice. Like, it's just really enjoyable. I don't know why. I'd like to mine, because I can, with the advanced mining gear, the super, super rarest ore in the super dangerous space, but Eve, you kind of do better with friends, you know, because like the big ships will fly in and they blam you, and I think if I plonked my Marauder in space, it could defend, but then I'm only mining with 1 ship, so I hadn't actually considered that. But again, you're just a target, and a Marauder being at 1.5 billion, it's going to drop some items and stuff, and it's a big kill. And people just kill you for the price of your ship as well, which I think is fully legit. Like, it's fine, fully reasonable thing to do. Can I go back to look at my ship? Yeah, there we go. So you're there. You're now mining. Now my other ship doesn't need to be right next to it. It can be there, but I've also got drones. So I'm going to drop my drones. I love drones. I love drones so much. And I'm going to tell them to mine. This only has mining drones, right? I got a tractor beam, you can salvage wreckage, right? So you can tractor beam it in, and then you salvage drones or salvage lasers after you've looted it. It's like space skidding in WoW, right? So you take the loot out of the wreckage, and then you can get something else from the salvage as well. And that is also really satisfying. Let's stop my engines. Right, so let's have a look. This is... I can't turn on these units until my speed is dead, because I will start to drift, which I thought was hilarious. I only realised that by accident, but you start to drift, so you've got to kill your speed off before you activate these. And I've got mining foreman boost first, which increases the yield the mining ships get. In this case, this guy. That's what I'm doing. It would be more economical to take 2 hulks, but even though I get faster mining speed, I'm going to turn these on and just go back, because do you see that asteroid just melted over there? I've already eaten one up, and that's without the boosts. But these rocks are nothing. It's just scraps here. You know, if you want to be in safe space, or relatively safe space, because you can be killed anywhere. If someone wants to kill you, they will kill you. That's without a doubt, they will just kill you. But it takes effort to do in this kind of space. But as a solo player, scraps is all I get. So when I want to chill out and just sit and look at space and look at the lasers, then that's what I do. Okay, so back to the mining foreman boost, right? So here we are again. So now I'm firing out my little foreman boost. It costs heavy water, but my cargo hold should be full of it. So I've put some in that bay, but also fuel bay. There we go. I'm full of heavy water, so I can stay out here for a while, basically. So they're mining, small amount in there. It won't be a lot. It will just be a little sniff. But again, look, we're talking 128,000. I just mentioned, do you see that the rock's already gone? Let's watch the rock melt. Blah 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 blah. They're just scraps. And like, you have a cycle time on all miners, so I lose ore if the rock's only got 10 ore right in it, and my miner will cycle for 2 minutes. It will cycle 2 minutes and then turn off once I've mined that 10 ore. So you kind of you've wasted it in that you haven't got the rest of the collection of ore, right? That's like, it will still do a full cycle, but you just will only get that 10 because there's nothing else to get from the rock. Another one's gonna go. There it is. You see, it's just super quick. Now, this is the other thing. My mining ship has an ore compressor, which I activate. My ship can't move, but you can compress ore. So that is the one reason why I think it's better. Because look, this is almost full. If we didn't have that ship, I'd have to go back to the station now. But instead I can click on this and go compress. And now look, I've got a full hold again. So I can stay out here, and I can also jettison this and give it to the other guy. So as you can see, I'm only using drones at this point. That's a bit poopy. So I should probably mine some more stuff. But again, it's not so much about getting... Hang on, distance, that's what I want. There we go. So, I mean, Scordite and Veldspar, I guess Veldspar would probably be better. So I will just do that. Let's just... I've just clicked a handful. So I've just clicked a handful anyway. With mining lasers, obviously it's a laser, it's instant, you don't need to worry about travel time. So you can plonk yourself in the middle. I should have plonked myself in the middle. Oh, there's someone over there. Look! There's a retriever! Hi! I wish I could be their friend. You want a free... You want fleet boost? You can have fleet boost, retriever. So retriever, another mining ship. Let's go to chat. Let's see if they're talking. They probably aren't talking. Typically, you don't talk in local. No one's talking. Let's show their info. Let's have a look. I always snoop at people. So that's the ship, but we want... Oh, hey! It brings up that. It brings up their ship. Cool. Let's have a look at the person. 4 months. 7 days. Let's have a look. 24. So they're pretty new, and they've gone to a barge. That's interesting. That is interesting. But yeah, 2024. So their account is essentially 20 years younger than mine. I don't know if that means anything. I think it might make people pause if they look at my character and they see that it's a 20-year-old account. They might think, oh, this guy's a combat veteran. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't tell anyone, but I don't know what I'm doing in combat. And I felt like I felt like trying to reach out to like YouTubers who play EVE Online and be like, hey, look, take me under your wing. You don't have to wait for the stats. It's a pilot issue. Maybe you could teach me a couple of things. Because frankly, if you can teach it to me, anyone could pick it up. So I could be like, it could be like tutorials in a way. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But I might reach out. I've got a couple of people. There's one channel, a small channel that I was considering out of all the others, called Alone in Finland. I do believe that's the guy. So if you're watching this, you don't have to, but put a comment. Say something like, Table's watching you. Something sinister. Table's got his eye on you. Table wants to fly in space with you. something semi-menacing. And then if the guy comes back with something funny, then we know that maybe that's a good idea. But if he comes back and says, I'm reporting you, then maybe it's not such a good thing. So this is it. This is mining now. Now I know some people like tune out and go watch TV or something whilst they're doing this, and you can. But for me, I kind of like sitting here. I used to listen to EVE Radio, but I don't know if that's still a thing. I listened to EVE Radio in 2006. I don't know if it's still going, frankly. The other thing is, EVE have a fan fest where they meet up every year in Finland, and I've never been. But I think that would be so good. I would totally love to go to that. But there needs to be at least one person there I know. I'm not gonna go not knowing anyone. No. I'd have to arrange to meet at least one person there, because that wouldn't work. Where are my laser beams? Oh, I'm looking at the retriever. The retriever hasn't moved. It is possible that it's a bot. But it is in a core. Let's have a look. Bio. No bio. It's just default stuff. I noticed an option that I can send money. Look. I saw it, look. Give money. I'm going to send them that. Oh. Maybe that gets their attention. I don't know. I think I just sent them like 10p, 10 cents. 10p, 10 cents. I still call it pence even though I'm in Europe. So that's it. I feel like that's a pretty good indicator. He's not chatting. He won't chat. People don't chat. Not in local. They just don't do it. They don't chat in local. They just really don't. Oh, alright. Asteroid's gone. That's a pretty good time as ever. If you've got people out here and you're in the same mindset and you're sitting chatting, that's really fun, I reckon. But you've got to find people who have been playing, you know, they've got to be invested. I have to turn off these. Luckily the cycle time is quite near the end there, so I should be able to move after. The industrial core is what allows me to compress, and that allows me to compress those ores. So that's why I have to have two. And the tractor beam I'm just never going to use. So let's just throw this in. Let's compress this. Why not? And you can see that we've been out here not terribly long at all, frankly. I've turned off the compressor, so I can't compress that. But it's 544,000 disk. It's nothing. Nothing at all. But it's like a fun thing. So now we check this ore hold. And I got 3.6 mil. Again, it's next to nothing, but it's more than nothing. Wise words from Table there. Let's just go home now. I'm gonna go ahead and fly straight back to the research station and take these ships with me. So I'll let you see the ship warp off. So this thing doesn't have an industrial core. But look, how can that not be pretty to you? How can you not enjoy how that looks? That's the game. And I know there's a whole nother world out there of combat and fleet battles, and I can assume they look amazing. Like, look at all this space. I assume it's fantastic. Oh, orbital skyhook vulnerable to theft. It shows you that they're... I might have to start trying to steal skyhooks. Like all the stuff out of them. Maybe that's the way to go. Maybe robbing skyhooks. I will have to Google that, because that could be a fun thing to do. Like, you go in a stealthy... Because cloaking is available here in this game. And I quite like the idea of cloak. Well, I love the idea of cloaked ships. Like, everyone knows that scene from Star Trek 3, the old ones, when Doc Brown Klingon is talking about Calicams, and they're going to attack the Enterprise. That is top sci-fi scene. I love it. Emergency power to the thrusters. So good, so good. But what is underrated in that film is the first scene where you see him and he's doing the trade with the freighter. I'm not going to say any more about it, but I will say, George. It's so good. Oh, there's a ship. Look. Oh, it's flying away. It's gone. It was a bastard. A bustard. I like that name. You know? You bustard. We're done. Let's Dinks' cooldown should have done now. We can go ahead and send send you there. I'm just going to dock you so I don't have to look back at you, because I want to show you the other guy's stats and skill points. Dinks has got overall a little bit more by about 6 mil, I think. But where I like this guy is that I've done the missiles, and I've done the missiles. I haven't really bothered with gunnery. I could probably run low-level guns. Yeah, low-level guns I could do. Small beam and small blaster. So I won't be in a medium ship or a large ship with gun turrets. I will be in a small one, because smaller turrets track faster. You don't have to calculate so much. But in engagements, you do have to consider these things, like optimal range. Now, with missiles, you fire it, it poops out. With drones, you tell them to get grumpy. They get grumpy. So, you know, they're a little bit more table-friendly, you know? I think we're good. I just need to switch back my jump clones back into my higher training version. And then we're good. So when those disappear, I've jumped back into my offline clone. There we go. And typically jump clones are used so you could be on the other side of the universe and jump into that. But you've got to travel there first to do it, and I just haven't. Right, he's done. Okay, and then my good old Poipus. Oh, Poipus doesn't have sound. Yeah, so let's just put that on. That's really going to screw me in the post-edit. Right, and there's my Poipus. Let's switch back. But that's it. That's Eve, and all I did was fly out and do a little mining. But finding stuff to do is the thing. Finding the fun stuff, and some of these things can take ages. And I don't have the time to sit down solid for an hour-long mission. You know, it's tough. I need to find something to dip in. Well, do I or don't I? I don't know. But that's Eve. What do you think? Honestly, give me your honest opinion, because I don't know why I'm playing, but also at the same time, I really know why I'm playing. It's a real puzzle. I've been Table. Thanks so much for watching. That's Eve Online. And if you play, I'll see you soon, maybe. All right. Oh, come on Discord. Come on Discord, and like maybe you can help me set up my Windows or something, like the loadout, and maybe even talk PvP. That would be half bad. Anyway, take care. See you soon. Why are you doing it?